Let's just keep it a buck. All right.
And we're back with another episode of Keep It a Buck podcast, episode 82. Appreciate everybody dropping in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This your boy Coop. You can follow me at Coop_1988 on most platforms.
It's your boy Keeks. You can follow me at GSFK860. That's the Game Speed page. That's free training for the kids in the community. So make sure you follow. If there's anybody who has been following that page, thank you again. We're gonna get that page back going. But we've been trying to make sure that we have a consistent schedule and something that's gonna be there for longevity purposes. All right. So thank you to everybody who does. Thank you to everybody who likes, shares, and subscribes. We appreciate every single last one of you guys, and we're gonna continue to try to put on a good show for you guys and put on more things on our network. Speaking of more things on our network, shout outs. Shout out the Benny Dover girls team. They just took a dub yesterday. We're shooting this game. We're shooting this on Tuesday. So they took a dub yesterday on Monday. We were live at their game. We're going to be live at the New London boys game tonight. Again, it's Tuesday. We always shoot on Tuesday. We'll be live at the New London boys game tonight. So shout out to them for their first home opener. And shout out to the Benny Dover boys as well. Can't forget about them because I coached them as well. So shout out to them. We took a loss in our first game, but we're looking to recoup on Thursday. We have a lot of beginners and a lot of people who haven't played basketball for a long time. So we're trying to rebuild, and it's fun. And let's get through this, y'all, and let's keep it going, y'all. I got a lot of faith in y'all, and as long as we follow the process, we going to be good. And always shout out Mike and Lourdes. We appreciate you guys for letting us use the space. Whenever you guys want to come get a drink, please come down to 12 Bank Street and get it here. Coop, you have any shout-outs for today?
Not today. No, not today.
All right, so we got our professions in sports. There are multiple sports leagues that are billion-dollar businesses and billion-dollar businesses. So we're going to always give you guys things that you guys can do to still further your lives in sports and not have to technically be in playing professional sports to still be able to make money in those avenues and do what you love. For myself, for the profession in sports, I'm going to go with a coach. All right? A coach. There's many different levels that you guys can coach at, and the higher level you coach at, the more money you can make and the different type of things. Like you can make money being an AAU coach by building a program. You can make money by being just a high school coach. You can make money by being a college coach. I think one thing that's underestimated is the type of money that college D3 and D2 basketball coaches make, because we're always talking about D1. Little homework for everybody. Please go look up the salary, if you can, of a D3 basketball coach in your state. And I'm pretty sure you'd be a little bit surprised with their salary. They make decent money. They make good money. They definitely do. So that's my profession for the day. Coop, what's yours?
I feel like these are the people that make the coach look good. The scouting team. I mean, I would like to know who, if it's the coaches who sends the scouting team out to these places, or just scouting team has got their ears to the ground.
So scouting,
and being able to like weave out some of these kids and things. And I know we have somebody that was on the scouting team.
So you're talking about scouting as in like recruiting kids?
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
yep. The scouting team. Yes.
So that's cool. Yep. And one of the people that we've had on this show, Jason, was a recruiter, and he came out and scouted kids and recruited kids to get scholarships. And honestly, he does that. He did that at BU, and he does it at Brown now too. And he has a bigger role of doing it at Brown. So shout out Jason Pelham, because he's one of our guys. And honestly, take a quick break real quick, especially for Brown. Prayers out to Brown. Prayers out to Brown University and the tragic incident that happened this past week. Prayers out to everybody there, not just because Jason goes there, but that is a little bit closer to home because we have somebody from our town and somebody of our family that is there and was on campus as it happened. So please send your prayers out. Give your prayers, and we do the same as well. And condolences to anybody who lost family in that incident. Yeah.
Press.
So for sports for the day, We're gonna start with Patrick Mahomes ACL injury. Is this the end of the KC dynasty?
Was it the end of Patriots dynasty? That's what a lot of people was trying to compare it to, because guess who tore their ACL on their 9th year? Tom Brady. So, and they missed the playoffs that year and things of that sort. So I'm not saying he's going to be on the same trajectory. I feel like.
Do you know how many championships he won after that?
So how much Patrick is on? 2?
No, Pat has 3.
3, yes, 3. They was both 3. They was both 3, and I think he got 6 or 7 rings. Tom Brady.
You could look that up. Yeah, if he had 3 at the time, then this is definitely a spooky coincidence that they've been bringing up.
Yeah, it definitely is. So I would say that I think Patty need a mental break from the game, man. I would say.
So do you think Kelsey's like Gronk to where he's gonna stay there and that's gonna be his ride or die?
No,
his ride or die go to no matter what. Like no matter what happens, he's always gonna need Kelsey, or always gonna like bring Kelsey back, or Kelsey's gonna be there throughout this whole ride with him.
No, I don't think Kelsey. I think Kelsey, because he was thinking about hanging it up last year before he said, "Yo, I'm coming back."
Gronk retired too, though.
But that was later in his years. I think he caught 6 rings with him already. No,
Gronk retired
5 years, like 5 rings with him.
Gronk came back. Gronk retired multiple times and came back. Like he stopped playing.
I think I only remember one time.
He stopped playing multiple times and came back for the football season.
I could remember only one time when he did that when he was with the Patriots, and then he unretired and went with the Bucs. That's the only time I remember. He might have but that's the only time I can remember. But I think Kelsey is way too old. Way too old for that, I think. And for clarification, Tom Brady has 7. You was right. So I think that this mental break and speedy recovery to Patty. I think he needs to step away from the game and get, because I know this season had to been frustrating for him. For you to be this high and then to struggle this badly. The only person that would understand would be Tom Brady. I hope they could connect on a different level during this transition, especially how much they are connected. So as far as an NFL career goes, so I would just hope he get his mental state right, because this year must have been hard. I don't know how many drops they had, but they must have been top 5. As far as like
now he know how Lamar feel though. Now he know how Lamar feel. Lamar team always got a lot of drops selling him and stuff. So
yeah,
it's not good to see for Patrick Mahomes, because that's honestly, when if Patrick Mahomes isn't doing well and the Chiefs aren't doing well, it's kind of not good for the league. But at the same time, everybody criticizes Lamar Jackson and like holds him to the standard even when his receivers are not catching the ball. But that has not been the same this year. I'm talking about in previous years. Yeah, Lamar has had his fair share of faults this year, and deservingly so. He has been like held accountable for it. But again, it gets a little bit shaky if you're trying to keep your numbers good, and now you have to second guess yourself because people are dropping the ball or people's not giving you enough time back there in previous years. Then your confidence wears down.
I think Kansas. I mean, personally, I think a lot of people got Kansas City fatigue. I don't think it's good for the. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's not good for the league, but I think a lot of people is fatigued.
People don't get LeBron fatigue.
NBA is something different because the consistency of seeing from one year to the next. It takes it's a gradual letdown. With football, you could be in there one year, out of there next year.
That's
so
how
it's like,
supposed to be.
Yeah, it's something different. Like I think that this is more dramatic when it comes to football. So I think a lot of people got sick of seeing Kansas City. Besides Kansas City Chiefs fans that love to see them there. But yeah, I think it was Kansas City. And I feel like people are feeling that Eagles, even though they was only there once.
Shoot, they just mad that it's not like a great quarterback. Or not, they're just mad that it's not like a high-powered quarterback that they can say is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time
for the
because
Eagles?
of his stats and stuff. I like Jalen Hurts, and I like Jalen Hurts, but not everybody does.
I think it's demeanor a lot of people don't like It's
Yeah.
in that fact.
He's business.
Yeah.
Another ACL injury. Prayers out to Micah Parsons' family and Micah Parsons for his injury, and prayers out to the Packers fans. I know y'all hurting this. One thing I don't want to do, I don't want to say go out here and like gloat and be like, oh, the Cowboys have won the trade. I've seen that multiple times. You do not want to see this from a great player. You want great players to play at very high levels. The only way, in my opinion, that the Cowboys really won the trade is if we outplayed them in the next couple years with him on the field. Like who's guessing or like who's waiting on an injury or like counting on an injury to be able to give you an upside. Like I don't like that at all.
It hurt. Yeah, that definitely hurt, man. You could see how one player can change the trajectory of a defense. You know,
That's a
and
bad
it sucked.
brother.
It just even you know what was crazy? It was crazy airy that even the Broncos stadium went quiet, and it took them to rally back after that. You know what I'm saying? After that, because they got loud after it was a touchdown. They even got quiet.
Bo Nix didn't even want to move. He just was sitting there, like put his hand on him, kind of like didn't really know what to do himself.
Yeah, it was nasty. I was like, yo, and I had to look at it. Bo Nix hit him with a move.
Hit Micah Parsons.
Hit Micah Parsons with a move. He did a crazy move that I don't see quarterbacks make too much. So he was going to his right, rolling to his right, and you know how fast Parsons is. He seen that he wasn't going to be able to get to the outside,
He stopped,
and then he did a stopped on a dime, did a little juke to the right side, and threw the ball. That was a nice move for him, you know. But after he hit that little plant his foot, you see that knee buckle, and I'm like, But
what are the hopes for your Packers for the remainder of the season?
That's a hard question for me.
You have to see you guys play without him first. Or you guys, think your season's
but
done.
That's the thing. He brought so much in 1 year to our team, as far as like I said.
And you had to get rid of Clark for him too.
Huh?
So you had to get rid of Clark for him.
Yeah, but the pass rush was so dependent off of him. Our corners, our linebackers, our safeties. It's not just the line that depended on him. For real. Like he changed our defense. We got subpar corners, but he made our corners look like they doing something or stopping something because a quarterback had to rush a pass.
I think that was Dallas's big problem in the beginning of the season. We were so used to having him that our corners really looked crazy because we didn't have somebody rushing a passer like that. We had to adjust to it.
He's a franchise, and he proved this year he's a franchise changer.
Yes.
Because of that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's not getting the sack, he's getting QB pressure to allow somebody else to get the sack. So it's like it's a hurter. I don't know the trajectory of what Green Bay is going to do. It's so much crazy in the NFC right now. We in 7th place, just off of that one loss. So
now I have a question. I was watching both of those games, and I saw that both of those fields for the ACL injuries for Mahomes and the ACL injury for Parsons, both of their injuries were on grass fields. And when I looked at the Broncos field, it looked like it was all dug up. And so it looked like it had a lot of cleat marks. It looked like it had a lot of like dug up dirt and stuff. So that brings ditches and that brings like little hiccups in the dirt and stuff to where it's very easy like to twist the ankle, or it's very easy to not be able to stop properly. Should all NFL fields have turf fields these days? Or do we need the classic nostalgic feel of playing football in grass?
Well, I'm hearing that there's a catch-22 with both, man. You know, you got the speed and everything. I heard what people tear the ACL faster with ACLs because they're so fast.
On turf fields?
Yeah, on turf fields, and, you know, the cuts is more powerful, things of that sort. And because grass gives a little bit more give to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that ground is hard on turf. So a lot of people don't like to play on turf. A lot of football players don't like to play on turf.
Mm.
I
ain't had no problem with it.
I don't see the problem
There's
with the grass.
The turf now is different than the
It's
turf.
just the
back in
maintenance
day.
costs a lot for the grass. That's why they're trying to turn into turf.
But that's also why the grass looked the way it does, because the maintenance is
Yeah,
expensive, and if you don't want to maintain it, then just get the turf.
Yeah, but you're $1 billion
That's my
privately
thing.
owned. And
So
you're not protecting your investments
Thank
at
you.
this point in time, and everything else, and then you're renting it out to other places. Who's what I'm saying? Then you got it's a catch-22. Like I said, it's a catch-22. You know these owners are cheap.
That's a
You
question.
know they don't want to spend the bread.
Definitely leave comments and definitely definitely let us know what you guys think.
Turf or grass
Shit,
or hybrid? Is there a hybrid?
It is a hybrid now. The old turf was like more rough and stuff. The hybrid now is like the beaded.
The beaded. Oh,
turf.
okay.
And
All right.
that's been more consistent as of like 09, 10,
Okay.
09 and 10 and stuff.
All right.
But yeah, that's the turf that is most consistent. But again, you can be faster on it. But just like you said, being faster sometimes can cause more injuries too. So what do you guys think? Just let us know. We'll move on to our next topic for the day. We have Broncos versus Packers. The Broncos defense ended up figuring it out after the Packers got off to a decent start. Coop, how you feeling about that game? What are you thinking?
It hurts. I ain't gonna lie to you. It hurts because we knew we was going against a great defense. And this game did show me how important Christian Watson is to us. It definitely did, because we are a different offense. And you know how I feel about Christian Watson. I think he's a great wide receiver. It's just the fact that he's not being able to stay on the field. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they only using him for one route, the go route. Mm-hmm. And guess what he did? Right? That got him injured. You know what I'm saying? So you see, he's starting to show you that he got better route combinations than just I get he's fast. I get it. But I don't think it was needed. But I had that problem in the past where I'm like, yo, be killer. Mm-hmm. Have the killer instinct. Mm-hmm. Because we was up at that point in time. I was like, yo, have the killer instinct. Take them out. Instead of just us running the ball. So for me, I have to accept what they was doing. Like, yo, we was trying to take them out of the game. So offensively, you seen the game went down. I thought Reed would have made more of a impact, which he wasn't in the game as much as he should have been towards the end. Once Christian, I thought he has shown, but I don't know if they trying to protect him. So, but on the flip side, Bo Nix did his thing. He exploited us. Mm. I think he took the film from what worked with Bears, because we couldn't sack Caleb Williams either. I think we only had one sack. I think they took that tape with the rollouts and everything else, and he's so fast and everything else to get out that pocket. And he's not looking to run. He's looking to pass. Here's our weak spot on defense. And I didn't want to say it, but I've always seen it and said it to Bryce and everything else. That middle of the field. I love Cooper and Walker. They tackle. You know how I feel about tackling. Mm-hmm. They don't show the tackle. They looking to make sure it's a for sure tackle.
For the
and
Packers.
They know how to do pass rush. Mm-hmm. They cannot cover the middle. If you look at all this, if they need it down and everything else, go across our middle. Go across our middle, and then I already knew our cornerbacks is not that great. Soon as my man Parsons went out. Exposed. You don't got that much time. Our safety's great. You know what I'm saying? McKinney's great. He could make. He had a play on the ball, but he didn't catch it. Stuff like that. But it's, you can't get everything. That's all I can say. I love the fact that they do tackle as far as our linebackers, but we can't cover in the middle. And our corners is just depending on the pass rush. So, but shouts out to Broncos. I didn't think they had that wide receiving core to be able to beat us, but go ahead.
Dog, I saw Bo Nix in that game. Turned it on late at my pop's house. Bo Nix did a great job at getting out of the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a super complete quarterback from that game. He, just like I said before, Bo Nix can get out the pocket, but he also has a strong arm, and his arm was accurate when he was throwing the ball as well too. So that looked very good. Maybe the only thing I didn't see from him while I was watching the game was like the throw of a deep ball. And again, this was while I was watching the game. I'm not saying that there was no throw of a deep ball, but if there's any room for error or any room for improvement, it might be that. But like, dog, he was reading the field well. He was getting out outside the pocket quickly, and he was reacting to the defense well. Shout out Bo Nix. He was balling.
And that's the crazy part. He wasn't doing too great the last few games. I mean, they was winning, but he wasn't doing.
He looked like a superstar last week.
He looked like,
when you said the last couple games, or when you told me that Bo Nix would be like not like the downfall, but like if the Broncos do lose, it won't be because of the defense. When you were saying that, I'm like, all right, word. Bo Nix is all right. Then he'll make some plays. Like the Packers are gonna get some stops, bro. Bo Nix looked like some shit last week.
Like when he went against the Raiders.
Yo.
31 out of 38. Would you think that was a 300-yard? No, that's a 300-yard, 3-touchdown game, right? He only threw 212, no touchdowns or interceptions the week prior. So I'm thinking like to myself, I'm like, yo, we should. He hasn't been playing well.
But that's
and
the
our
setup,
type of
though.
defense. Yeah,
Setup though.
It probably was a setup to me, even like thinking not like that. But shouts out to Bo Nix, man.
Definitely.
Shouts out to Bo Nix.
Definitely shout out to Bo Nix. And let's switch over to Dallas real quick. The Dallas Cowboys have been eliminated from playoff contention for this year. That's fine with me. That's honestly better for me because we're not looking to do things that are trying to just win and not worry about our players. The Dallas Cowboys, because we didn't make the playoffs and because we're not in the playoffs, now we're in position to just make our players happy. And now we can get a good draft pick if we don't win many of the rest of our games, not telling us to tank or anything. But, yeah, just keep your receivers happy. Again, keep CD happy, keep Pickens happy. Let them keep getting their stats up for the season so they can get their incentives and stuff. And Let's roll for next year. The Dallas Cowboys, we look like we got a good defense. The defense started turning on at the end of this year, and as long as they can get some stops, we good.
What do you think y'all need
for next year? I think our offense is good. If anything, we could pick up a lineman. There's nothing wrong with ever picking up an offensive lineman when you already have a good line, so that you can continue to have a good line for the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
But it's got to be something on defense. But we either need a linebacker that can cover, or we need a new pass rusher. Not a new pass rusher, but we need somebody that is going to be elite at pass rushing, because we got somebody that's stopping the run and our linebackers are tackling right now. Okay. So honestly, I have no complaints about our linebackers either.
I agree with your linebackers though.
And we have Diggs coming back. We've been rocking out, playing well without Diggs for the remainder of the season. Diggs got hurt before the Dallas Cowboys made their adjustments to their defense. So that's just going to be another adage coming back. It might be a safety for us.
I think corner.
It might be a safety.
I think you need a nice corner. I think you need a corner and a linebacker. Linebacker be number one.
If we find another good corner, we're good. If we find another good corner, the safety's jobs are easy because our two corners is gonna be fine. But if we find another good corner, but the corner that we have to find for the Dallas Cowboys, they have to match the play style of Trayvon Diggs, though. You can't be sitting here playing man on one side of the field and somebody's locking up and Trayvon Diggs on the other side playing zone. So it has to be somebody that accompanies Trayvon Diggs' style of football as well.
I can get it. I get it. But, saying he's such a roll of the dice type of guy, though. Would you really want that type of guy? Like, yo, you can get burnt any given day, but you could catch an interception any given day. I'd rather a shutdown guy.
That
to be like, yo, you're not going to get these catches.
I don't know, bro. That turnover factor is big.
Yeah, but
that turnover factor is big, and the turnover factor is bigger when you have a line that can accompany it.
Oh.
He's one person that didn't get the chance to get adjusted to Micah Parsons being gone either. So once Micah Parsons was gone at first, he's like, shit. Well, damn, he was giving us more. He was giving them less time than we thought.
I feel like there's easier tape on a guy that like to make risks by trying to catch an interception than the guy who could shut down and follow a wide receiver. I feel like the tape would be harder to look at.
He's not
to figure out.
He's not a risk interception type of person. though. Trayvon Diggs is not a risk interception corner.
I feel like it is if you're.
He's just good at getting them, but he's a ball hawk. He's gonna be in great position, but he's in great position because he's a ball hawk though. Or he's a ball hawk and he's in great position. So that's what helps him get his interceptions. It's not the fact that he's like gambling out of control or nothing. He is in great position. But, playing off cover corner, playing off and playing corner is one of the toughest things to do because you're letting a receiver get a full head of steam at you. So the fact that he's able to do it and do it successfully and get interceptions, that means that he's in the right spot a lot. He's in the right spot a lot, and he reads that receiver and that quarterback tandem very well. So Trayvon Diggs does what he does well, but you got to get a corner to accompany that on the other side.
All right. I got you.
Let's get into NBA for the day. We have, if you could pull up the NBA East and West standings right now, we're going to look at surprisingly good teams in the NBA. Mm-hmm. We're going to start for myself, for the surprisingly good teams in the NBA, I'm going to start out with Toronto.
That's mine too. Yeah. That's mine too.
Toronto sitting at number 3. I'm going to go 2 right now. So Toronto sitting at number 3 and the Celtics are sitting at number 4. The Celtics one is a little bit more obvious. You guys could probably guess. But Toronto, most people didn't see them being top 5 in the East this year. I know it's early.
You would think Cleveland would be in that spot.
Exactly. And Cleveland's
number 7.
So the thing about them, they have that tandem of 2 small forwards that can do everything. Having Barnes and Ingram that are both lengthy, they can shoot, they can defend, they can bring the ball up. They're not going to get it taken away by guards. They can rebound. They can do anything you want on the court. So having Barnes and having Ingram at the same time is a great benefit for Toronto. And they have Poeltl that just came from San Antonio not too long ago. So they have a good set.
RG Barrett too.
Yep, Barrett's still there. He's a known bucket. And then they have a
that's 19.4.
Yep, and then they have
Emmanuel Quickly. That's from LA.
Quickly's another person that'll help them push the pace. They are a team that can push the pace very well. And then there was somebody that I was missing. The Colin Boyles person. He's a fill-in person. And that's the type of person you need. You need people that know their roles, that don't care about the stats and are just going to come in to help the team win. So that's why I think the Toronto Raptors are set up to be decent this year. I think they'll fall to maybe the end of the 8. As long as they stay healthy, they'll be on the latter end because I think some of the other teams will get better throughout the season, like Cleveland. But yeah, I think
13-1 at home.
I think I don't think it's a facade. I do not think the Toronto Raptors. I do not think it's a facade. They're really not. I think they could possibly make the playoffs this year. Well, I think they do with Ingram and Barnes. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, that's a smooth tandem. And Poeltl, he knows what he's doing too.
Well, since we both got the same one, I would like to go in a different direction on surprise teams. Mm-hmm. I would say Cleveland Browns. I mean, I say Cleveland Browns because they're acting like Cleveland Browns right now. Cleveland Cavaliers, man. I'm shocked that they are number 7 seed right now. I feel like they should be. I think it should be flip-flop. Toronto should be 7. They should be because they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, right?
No,
it was New York. It was
New York and Indiana.
New York and Indiana. They took Indiana to 7 games. I believe so. I believe so. So the fact that they are sitting at number 7, fighting for the play-in position, I know it's early. And this is all while Donovan Mitchell's putting up 30.7. Is that hurting or helping them? And his assists is at 5.5. Their best assist person right now is Garland.
I'm gonna
Darius
go watch.
Garland.
I gotta go watch the Cleveland Cavaliers myself just to see what it looks like. Because, in my opinion, when Donovan Mitchell got over to Cleveland, he was playing better basketball.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just coming down and shooting. It was more like pass. All right, I'll pass this time, cut, and then come back and then get it. More like Steph Curry moving kind of, and just better shots. So I gotta watch a game to see why the Cleveland Cavaliers are floating around the 8th seed this year, because they should honestly be number one, especially with no Tatum. Honestly, I'm sorry. With the team, they have a lengthy team that is just
So you said
just
Cleveland
being
should be number one?
Yeah, Cleveland
Yeah,
is a lengthy team that's just
Very
being
much so.
mediocre. And they have chemistry. Like the last couple of years, it's like, okay, Donovan Mitchell just got there, so we have to click and mesh and stuff. But come on now.
That's why I said that's
Come
my
on now.
shocking team right now. It's sitting at number 7.
Garland is a buck and is a quick ass point guard. You cannot stay in front of Garland. I don't get how this doesn't work. If you cannot stay in front of Garland and I automatically get by you, and now your next person has to guard me. There's mismatches. There's mismatches everywhere because Garland is going to create that first mismatch, or he should. I don't see why the Cleveland Cavaliers are not successful. You have the bigs, you have the mids, and you have the guards. What is the issue?
I don't know. I truly don't know, to be honest with you.
Like, yeah, and honestly, it's annoying because I was like, I thought they were going to be better than they were. And honestly, it is still early in the season, but at the same time,
they
got to
figure
this shit out.
Yeah, you got to get it together. Appreciate y'all for giving us LeVert, though.
Bro, and that's another thing that might be hurting y'all too. The fact that y'all don't have LeVert, having a bench is important.
Yeah, that's true.
But another surprising team for the NBA. My last one is gonna be the Celtics. They are a 4. They are a 4 seed right now. Last week they were a 3 seed, and this is all without Tatum. This is giving me high hopes for when Tatum comes back, and the fact me thinking that they're rebuilding in the right way. Brown is balling out of his mind, showing you guys that he is a true number 1 option.
Wasn't I saying that?
Yes, you've always been saying that.
I believe so. Like a couple years ago.
Yeah, I'm the one who always said that Tatum makes Brown's job easier, and he does. He does.
Okay.
I
feel like now it's showing both make each other's job easier.
And
it's like that Pickens. It's like that Pickens CD Lamb conversation.
It's
more. Go ahead, though.
I mean, it's more like, in my opinion, it's more like Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, and
I can see that too.
Brown would be Kevin Durant. It's like he's a buck, but you kind of don't want to let Tatum score first, or you don't want to let Curry score first.
Yeah,
you feel me? So yeah, so the Celtics are playing well. Simons.
So, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. He came over to the Celtics. He's playing well, and he's showing bounce. He's scoring a lot of points. Pritchard has been having another breakout year, just getting even better. They look good. The Celtics look good, and they look like they're poised for when Tatum comes back. Sitting in the 3 and 4 seed is nothing to slouch in this East right now. You got a lot of people that were 3 and 4 seeds like Orlando last year that aren't playing too well right now. So those are my 2 teams for surprisingly good NBA teams this year. So let's get into college basketball real quick. We're going to do men's and women's. We're UConn. We're the basketball nation, or we're the basketball capital of the world. The University of Connecticut. UConn boys or men's is number 5 right now, and UConn girls being number 1. There always is an opportunity for both of them to win a national championship in the same year. All right, so let's be on the lookout for that, and I got high hopes for that. I'm calling this now. UConn boys and UConn girls are winning the national championship in the same year this year.
Again?
Yep.
I think you said that before you even started.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said that before you even started.
I'm telling you, bro, I really believe that. UConn boys are really good. Arizona is number one right now. I just want to take a second to talk about Bryce James real quick and the fact that it is clear why Bryce James is not playing, right? Bryce James was not a top 50 player in the country. Bryce James was not sitting here showing out and like everybody's amazed at what he was doing in high school and stuff. He was a good player for where he was at, and he's going to keep getting better, and this is a great place for him to develop around the best players. It's the number one school in the country. So he is in position to keep getting better. There's no reason for him to play.
I think Fleeta has something to say about our take. Well, you know I'm a UConn fan, too.
Hey, that's fine.
Look at
but yeah,
Duke. Is that Duke?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. we gonna pack them boys in. Flea, we gonna talk about this, too. We see y'all in the joint. UConn gonna pack y'all boys in. We gonna have to watch that game together.
Yeah, you might yeah.
But, yeah, I think Bryce James should definitely be redshirted. He's on the number one team in the nation, and he wouldn't have been an adage for them. He would have honestly been a distraction for them.
Okay. Yeah,
so them being the number one team in the nation, they ain't have time for that shit. But you do have the fact that you can build him up and
he can learn.
What better team is there to practice with every day than the best team in the nation?
Yeah,
bro,
the best team. Right about that.
He's doing it right. He's in the right position. So I don't think that it's a problem that Bryce James is redshirting. I think he's just in position to keep developing into a pro.
I agree.
So those are for our men's basketball. Women's basketball for college. I already started talking about the UConn women, but let's finish talking about them. AZ Fudge, Sarah Strong. You already know I am the biggest – I ain't going to say the biggest fan, but I'm a huge fan of you guys' duo. Sarah Strong, I've been a huge fan of you since last year. I went to a preseason game where you guys played BU, and you were just so elegant on the basketball court at like a 4 or 5 position, and those players are not usually so elegant on the basketball court. So I just knew that you had something different, dog. So Sarah Strong is obviously different, and then so is AZ Fudd. Shout out both of them, and I can't wait to see how this year finishes out, and I can't wait to see what you guys do in the WNBA. You guys are going to be instant contributors to the WNBA just like you guys were to college. Shout out AZ Fudd, shout out Sarah Strong, shout out Gino, and shout out the whole UConn.
18.1 points a game.
And shout out the whole
3.2,
UConn Husky Nation, bro.
2.1 steals a game.
And again, I'm a UConn alum too, so I ain't just from Connecticut. I'm a UConn alum, so it hits hard. It hits hard. And I was there in college when the boys and girls won in the same year. Man. And I used to help the girls practice too. So shout out to UConn girls
from 3
and boys. You said what?
She's shooting 53.1 from 3.
AZ?
Yes.
AZ Fudd is shooting 50.
3 is right. Right. I'm not tripping.
Nah, bro. I had to look at it 3 times. That takes efficient to a new level. AZ Fudd, not to a new level. AZ Fudd is shooting 53% from the 3-point line.
And 50% from
the field goal and 50% from the field goal. First of all, shooting better from the 3-point line than you do from your field goal percentage is only some shit that I see my boy Pedro do. So shout out Pedro and shout out AZ Fudd, yo. And honestly, shout out Pedro, yo, because you've been figuring it out, and we're gonna talk about having him as a guest on our podcast too. But he's been figuring it out in college and getting better by the year and figuring out some tough lessons in life that have helped him grow into being this. Honestly, that have helped him grow into being the man he is today. And, yo, when I say this is a solid young man, yo, I love you, bro. And just keep going, man. The struggles that you went through and the struggles that you're going through and that you're facing, bro, you're going to be able to take on anything in life, bro. So shout out you, man, and keep working through this journey, bro. You are really a stand-up dude, man. You are really a dude with drive. Way to not give up. So...
shout out to Pedro, but back to the UConn situation. Gino does it again, man.
Shoot. Number 1 team in the nation.
Gino does it again,
undefeated to start.
Gino does it again, man. He's arguably, I know you said there's levels, but he has to be arguably one of the best coaches ever.
I think so too. He has to. Records and all that wise, he has to be. He has to
Transition of
be. If you're just looking at numbers and stats, he has to be one of. He has to be.
I'm just saying, man. Put that.
You'd
man
have to
in
go
the,
put.
in one of
You'd
those.
have to go put. You'd have to go find and dig and find coaches that are better than Gino, or that have better stats and accolades than
Shouts out
Gino.
to Gino. He know how to pick him, man.
Yo.
He know how to pick him.
And honestly, not even just pick him, man. He know how to develop him and mold him too. If you're not gonna be mature,
1,000%.
Gino's gonna
He ain't
phase
scared to
your
bench
ass
you.
out.
Yeah,
no,
he ain't scared to
your
bench
ass. He makes his points, and it's the point so that you can grow. You're not gonna grow if I let you keep going on like this. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
Advice for the Jits today. Oh, real quick, Ray Nexus. For the Ray Nexus, you already know the stock market and crypto market have been down a little bit around early December, but do look for it to start to pick up with interest rates dropping. Look for it to pick up in the beginning of 2026 and for the remainder of December. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. But advice for the Jits.
Advice for the Jits would be, I know this is a rough time for a lot of kids. Kids who lost their parent, probably lost one of their siblings, family members that they were close to. So I know this holiday times is usually the roughest time that we see in school. I would say the kids, man, it's hard to tell them this, but, saying stay patient and stay resilient. Things get better. After, growth happens and everything else. So don't think you're always going to be stuck in this position. If you need somebody to talk to, make sure you find the most person that you feel comfortable with talking to about your issues. Please do not suffer in silence. Do not suffer in silence. Somebody will listen. Don't think you will go unheard. Find an adult. Find somebody who can hear you out. Because I know this is a rough time. Please find somebody to talk to during these times.
And to go off of that, I've been saying this to some of the kids around the community because we obviously have a community that lacks fathers. Most inner cities do. We have been getting better, and the numbers have been getting better. But the fact is that most inner city communities lack fathers, right? And whether it be for the mother or because of the father, doesn't matter. Either way, the kids lack them. I've been talking to the kids and just trying to tell them, be the man or be the adult that you want in your life. Try to be the adult or try to be the young adult that you want in your life or that you feel like you're missing. All right. That's the easiest way. I'm not going to say that's the easiest way, but I feel like that will help you mold and help you be able to heal the best. I've had great parents, but I definitely have people around me that are very close to me that have not always had the easiest childhoods, and the best way that they have healed has been trying to be the person that they've always wanted, trying to be there for people like they've always wanted somebody to be there for them, and it's worked out for them to be into families that they want to be in and being able to have families of their own and having loving families and having people that love just like they love. So definitely, y'all. Definitely. That's going to be my advice for the day. Cool. I think we got through this episode decently, quickly. I think we hit home on some good points. Thank you to everybody who likes, shares, and subscribes. We appreciate you guys. We're nothing without you guys. We're going to keep trying to roll some stuff out, but we got to get to this New London High School game, so we can't be here for too long. So when in doubt,
keep it a buck, baby.